It's an issue of Scientific American, with an article by Dr. Stiles. But Charles acted like he'd never heard of Dr. Stiles. He sure had me fooled. Charles has more of an interest in Dr. Stiles than he let on. Suspicious much? Nothing of interest in there. Hey, this doesn't look anything like Charles. And it's dated just 1 year ago. There. I put the number in my cell phone memory in case I ever need it. Could Charles Eddington be using someone else's identity? I better take this along as evidence. I found this in Charles's room. That's the bolt of the lock. The lock bolt is controlled by the knob. I think if it's set correctly, the door won't lock when you close it. You there, Harv? He's not there. Hey! I don't suppose you could let me into room 302. I loaned Harvey Kinderman a camera, and I have to get it back to my AV lab right away.
No.
Come on. I know you don't normally let people into other people's rooms, but this is urgent.
Not to me.
He's not going to relent. Damn it. I need to find the right trick. I can do that trick, but I'll need to get set up for it first. Hi, Mephistopheles.
Miss Everett, how kind of you to visit.
I need to pay for some items. There you go.
Your patronage is appreciated. Good day.
Bye. The sides of the pool are clean. I don't see any residue left by the dye. Are these filters the new ones?
No, I've just installed the new ones. Those are for the bin.
Were these filters in the pool when the water was stained?
Yeah?
The sides of the pool are clean. I don't see any residue left by the dye. The filters don't have dye stains. Maybe water-soluble dye wouldn't leave a trace. The sides of the pool are clean. I don't see any residue left by the dye. A roll of toilet paper and nail polish. Home manicure, perhaps? I think I'll take a little toilet paper. It's good for hiding things. Here, that will do nicely. I tucked the help me box into the toilet paper. That should keep anyone from noticing it if they see it lying around.
What is that?
That will keep the door from locking when he leaves the room. What's this? Notes for a new film? A mysterious disfigured scientist. A goth girl named Jimmy. Brain-sucking experiments? Is Kinderman pulling these pranks to stage his film? I'm going to find out. And if he is, I'm going to kill that twerp. Harvey's new screenplay sounds a little too familiar. He's got a lot of gear. I guess Daddy isn't totally against the film thing after all. Or Harvey has his own bank account. I'd like to get into Helena's room and poke around, but it's locked. There has to be another way. I can't reach it from here. The key! That would have been helpful 5 minutes ago. I need a camera for tonight, but I don't want to just take it. Helena would probably let me borrow it if I asked. This is definitely Helena's drawer. There's some paperwork about her student enrollment, but nothing about magic or conspiracy that I can see. It's locked. Why would Helena keep a locked box in her own room? It's locked. Why would Helena keep a locked box in her own room?
Sam, what are you doing in here?
I wanted to talk to you, and the door was open, so fine. I'm really freaked out about these events on campus. Someone is setting up Styles, and I think one of the Lambs Club is involved. So, I'm playing detective.
What did you see in here?
Nothing. Anyway, you're not exactly at the top of my suspect list.
I must be doing something wrong then. I might let you live. If you give me the dish on everyone else. Who else have you been snooping on, Sherlock? Do tell, and make it good, and preferably nasty.
Well... Malik is the grad student of Styles' biggest enemy on campus, a man named Linkweller. I have a feeling he'd stop at nothing to ruin Dr. Styles.
Is he? Now that is suspicious. Not to mention rude.
I found notes for a new screenplay in Harvey's room. 10 guesses what it's about.
Us?
Yeah, and the experiment. Tell me that's not suspicious.
Was there a description of me? Did he mention my nose? He said it was big, didn't he?
Helena!
I have a right to know.
No, his notes were free of comments on your proboscis.
Good. Am I the pretty one?
It wasn't all that fleshed out yet.
Darling, don't get all worked up. It's bad for your complexion.
I found this in Charles's room.
Oh my God! This is priceless!
It doesn't look anything like him. And the date on the back is just 1 year ago. I think Charles is an imposter.
Please! I recognize the mole on his neck. Lovely mole. Of course, it was a bit less lovely at the time.
No one can change that much in a year. Maybe it's a younger brother. If Charles had a record, he wouldn't want to register under his own name.
One word, hormones. This is definitely Charles. And if he looked like this a year ago, then he probably really is a virgin. God, I feel faint. Can I keep this?
No, I might need it as evidence.
Evidence of what? Ugly duckling syndrome? What a twist.
Angela knew Dr. Stiles before the experiment. I asked her about it, and she said she saw him walking down the street next to the campus one day, after the accident. But that's got to be a lie. Stiles doesn't come on campus. He won't even leave the house. He's so self-conscious about his face.
Maybe she forgot when it was.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's hardly incriminating evidence. She's too much of an odd bird to be involved with a conspiracy, if you ask me.
I noticed you have a camera. Would you mind if I borrowed it, just for a day or two?
Take it. I never use it. What's the fun of photographs if you're behind the camera and can't be in them?
Thanks.